Alright, let's try some more examples. Now feel free to pause the video and try the examples yourself and then come back and check your work. So let's begin. F at 3, that's pretty easy. That's just 3 plus 2, which is 5. G at 5 is also pretty easy. That's 2 times 5, which is 10. Now using the information that I just got, I'm going to try G of f at 3. Well, because I don't have G of f of x already, let's see if I can break it down. First find f at 3. Well, f at 3 I just found, it was 5. Now take that and sub that into G. And G at 5 I just found is also 10. So watch really carefully. First I found f at 3, just like the question tells me to. And then I take that answer and I sub that answer into G. And out comes my final answer. So I can do it in 2 steps, or if I wanted to, I could have figured out G of f of x first and then subbed in the point. Let's try it again without subbing in a point. First find G at 3. Well, that's 2 times 3, which is 6. Now take that and plug that into f. That's f at 6, which is 6 plus 2, which is 8. Let's find G of f of x. Let's say I wanted to do it this way. No problem. That's G at x plus 2, which is 2 times x plus 2. I can stop there, or I can expand to get 2x plus 4. Either works. If I sub 3 into this, like the question above asks me, I would get 2 times 3, which is 6, plus 4, which is 10. So I'd still get the same answer. Let's find f of g of x. Well, that's f of 2x, which is 2x plus 2. Let's say I wanted to do the above question the same way. Well, that's 2 times 3, which is 6, plus 2 is 8. So again, either I can do it this way, right here, or I can do it this way right here, or I can do it this way right here. It doesn't really matter. Both methods work. Let's try it again the simplistic way. G of f at -1. Now that I have G of f, this is easy. This is just 2 times -1 plus 4, which is -2 plus 4, which is 2. F of g at -4, now that I have f of g above, I can just say 2 times -4 plus 2, which is -8, plus 2, which is -6. Fantastic. Last few examples. Again, feel free to pause the video, try them yourself, and then come back and check your work. The last 2 on this page are quite challenging, so please make sure that you pay attention. There are several ways to solve it. F at -7 is pretty easy. That's -7 squared minus 1, which is 49 minus 1, which is 48. G of f at 1, I'm going to try this by breaking it down. F at 1 is 1 squared minus 1, which is 0. G at 0 is 3 minus 0, which is 3. Let's find G of f of x. Well, that's G at x squared minus 1, which is 3 minus bracket x squared minus 1. Well, why did I put in the bracket? Well, I have this negative sign in front of the bracket, which means I'm going to want to distribute the negative sign, don't forget, which leaves me with 4 minus x squared. Now, let's try this question both ways. Because I have G of f of x, let's find G of f at 4, which is simply 4 minus 4 squared, which is 4 minus 16, which is -12. That's one way to do it. Let's try it the other way. So first find f at 4. F at 4 is 4 squared minus 1, which is 16 minus 1, which is 15. Now find G at 15. Well, that's 3 minus 15. Well, that's also -12. So this is proof that either way that I do it, I'm still going to get out the same answer. Last 2 questions. I'm going to do both of them 2 different ways. It's up to you which way you'd like to do it. So, f of g of x plus 1. So the first method that I'm going to do is I'm going to first find f of g of x, and then I'm going to sub in x plus 1. So method 1. I'm going to find f of g of x first, which means that that's f at 3 minus x, which is 3 minus x all squared minus 1. FOIL out properly, don't forget the middle term. That's 9 minus 6x plus x squared minus 1, which is x squared minus 6x plus 8. Now this is f of g of x. I can now sub in x plus 1. So that's written like that, and that's just x plus 1 squared minus 6 times x plus 1 plus 8. I'm going to expand and collect like terms. That's x squared plus 2x plus 1 minus 6x minus 6 plus 8, which is x squared minus 4x plus 3. That's one way to do it. That's a fantastic way to do it. So let's try it the other way as well. The other way says first find g at x plus 1. Well, g at x plus 1. This is method 2. Well, my function for g was 3 minus x plus 1. Well, that's 3 minus x minus 1, which is 2 minus x. Now take that and plug that into f. Well, that's f at 2 minus x, which is 2 minus x all squared minus 1, which is 4 minus 4x plus x squared minus 1, which is x squared minus 4x plus 3. Notice that my answer here and here are the same, so you may choose any method that you'd like. Last question. F of g at x squared minus 1. So that means that I have, in the question before, already f of g. I'm going to use it here for this part to make my life easier. That's just x squared minus 1 squared minus 6 times x squared minus 1 plus 8. Well, that's x to the 4 minus 2x squared plus 1 minus 6x squared plus 6 plus 8, which is x to the 4 minus 8x squared plus 15. And we're done. It was easier to use it from this particular point than it was to do the question all over again because I'm still using the same functions. The choice is up to you. You can do it in either of the two methods that you prefer. Sometimes people like to stick to the first one because they can manipulate the formula again and again, depending on what you're subbing in. And some people like method 2 simply because it's 2 substitutions and they see it a lot easier. Again, whichever method you like is the one that you should stick with. That's it for today. Homework will be posted on Blackboard. Please make sure that you get it done. And if you have any questions, please make sure that you ask next class. Thanks and have a great day.